So the cabin we were in got bolted after you made an emergency stop. And then you unbolted it, but you knew a thing about the way boats work. Oh, hi! Hi there, Burly McRussian Muscles. He's quite... Well, we shouldn't be here, so... I suppose that's fair. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question. There may or may not have been a false report. Who falsely reported and why? Pavlova. Someone must have thought he saw a boat. Or Pavlova is eating some evidence off the boat. First class area is the only quiet part of the ship. Well, that's because one of the passengers who's supposed to be here is dead. And actually, that's all of the passengers who are supposed to be here. Because you only sold one ticket, and yet you somehow had 3 people, briefly, and then one of them died. It's fine. Someone triggered the alarm. Someone pressed that button. Oh, hi. Hi, I'm not dressed all in black, am I? Am I dressed all in? I might be dressed all in black. Hold on. Let's briefly examine the... Well, okay, if I'm wearing the same uniform that Cosimo was wearing, he was dressed all in black, so I'm presumably dressed all in black, so... Well, shit. Also, it occurs to me that this isn't all black. This is... Well, this part's black, but there's also white, because this is... imagine the most tasteful Hawaiian shirt in the world. And underneath it is gray, because it's a CGP gray t-shirt. Okay. I'm basically dressed all in black, aren't I? Okay. I didn't. Gravity did. There was a boat yoinkin'. Oh, it was already open. Sure. That too. Wait a second. How does she know that Officer Waiter Sailor Cop is a cop and not a sailor? Well, I guess he's kind of stepped in and acted as a cop, so okay. I mean, I am. Wait, how do you know about the... Wait, he was discovered this morning and you got here last night. That's fine. Okay. And he is stowaway. Vixen promise. Listen, buddy, if the hot chick wants some chicken, you give the hot chick some chicken. I mean... I definitely did 2 of those things. I cannot deny doing 2 of those things. But, you know... Oh, there's this... Wait! You're telling me there's a... You're telling me there's a brig on the ship? And the fact that I, in your eyes, stowed away and murdered a guy wasn't enough to get me sent to the brig? You're telling me that someone can stow away and murder a person on your boat and not get sent to the special place on your boat where you house criminals? I don't... don't necessarily think you're using your boat optimally if you have a room on your boat where you place boat criminals and you don't use that room for people who stowed away and murdered people. How much crime happens on your boat that you need to reserve your boat prison for crimes that are more dangerous than stowaway murder? And stowing away and murder. Murder of stowaways is quasi-legal on boat. Castle doctrine. I mean, you're not supposed to be in here. Also, it's a Russian vessel. It's their boat. Yeah. You kind of spending the night in the brig, buddy, and then we go to Hong Kong court, which might be totally different from Japan court. Who knows? Ghosty says it's her boat. Oh no. Okay. Alright, so what do we have to... Everyone's going to prison. Okay. Well... there's a lot of stuff to look at all of a sudden. Let's look at Pavlova, who might or may not be the murder doer. Okay. Well, yes, but it's reasonable. Uh-oh. I bet you that's Russian for get the fuck out of my room. Need to find someone who will. Alright. Officer, waiter, sailor, cop? You know, I kind of love the way this game just brings this character back like this. You just navigate to another screen and he's literally there hanging out. Mr. Sholmes. What's with the tiara? Naturally. Of course. This isn't mere tomfoolery. You needed to properly assess the... Of course. Are you insulting a coat hook? I believe he's insulting a coat hook. Hi. He has something to report. Wonderful. Urgent report from Great Detective. Oh no. Oh, is it time for the silly dance mechanic again? Mm-hmm. Has been what? I don't believe you, but go on. No other, well, whatever remains must be the truth. So, Yay! Yay, more deductions! Yay, more deductions! Yay, more deductions! Maybe. Possible. Oh. Oh, is Burly McRussian Muscles not gonna let us do the deduction game? I like the deduction game, though. Handcuffs don't prove murder. They prove... Well, they prove a lot of things. I literally couldn't have, though. Was trapped in the cabin door was bolted shut. But the boat. The boat did a boat. The boat did a boat, and the boat didn't bolt. No. I mean, someone was. Game, you can't put a lampshade on your lamp. You've already given me a lamp. Don't put a lampshade on it. Well, you see, what happened? Ryu, you just saw this happen. Haha! I can't believe Sholmes is the one who has figured out the thing that he figured out. There is another entrance. There is another. Oh, okay. So he's going for the hole in the wall the size of a dude through which anyone could have shimmied, which felt a lot better to me when I thought it was a hole in the wall the size of a dude through which anyone could have crawled. But you know. It's fine. It does. There's a hole in the wall the size of a small dude through which anyone could have. You have big arms. Yeah. You have big arms. This is a hole in the wall. Size of a dude, sort of. Victim witnessed the intruder. Speckled band! The speckled band. Hold on. Pavlova, are you wearing a necklace or a belt of some kind? Suzato, is this a very long heel turn? Speckled band. Speckled band. Speckled band. Whistling sound. Speckled band. I don't know how the whistling sound plays in, but then again, I also don't know how the speckled band plays in. That's a good question. Herlock. Okay. I mean, that's probably true. Are you gonna box the detective work? No. What are you punching? Why are you... Okay. Sorry, did he just yeet me? Oh! Oh, he found a snake! Okay. I was right, it's a snake. As a speckled band. It's speckly and band-like. I don't think they can believe it. It's a snake. Uh-huh. Hey, kinda. It's scaly. It can. You know, Ryu, he's trying to get you acquitted of murder. You could maybe. It's got. It's a striped band. It's not a speckled band. Well. Uh-huh. That's the trap. I don't see how... Deduction game? Deduction game? Maybe. Number one. Your friend. Okay. Snake went through the hole in the wall. I mean, that was my theory until the moment this guy started espousing it, so. Yeah. And number two. The friend did a man murder. I mean, would have to be one hell of a snake to write the word wardrobe in Russian on a... It doesn't... I don't think so, Ryu, but... I would totally believe that a snake did a man killing, but the rest of it is... Oh. Burly McRussian Muscles is not happy. He also can't speak because the snake is wrapping itself around his head and going to kill him. Would someone remove the snake from the man lest there be another man murder? Oh wait, it also has fangs. Wait, snakes can't have... Deduction game? Deduction game! Yay! Okay. This whole thing has nothing to do with you. That's probably not true. Your aching heart smarts with pain. No. It's the obvious bite wound on her hand. But okay. Very pained that... Yeah, okay. What was the nature of the intruder? Yep, go for it. Another telltale glance and camera rotation. No, your friend is Burly McRussian Muscles, but okay. Regrettably, yeah. I love the way the snake is. It's a good question. What was the site? Oh, she's hiding something. You have the answer. You do. You do indeed. It's a handkerchief of some kind? The snake's sloughed skin. It shed its skin. That's good. That's good, Herlock. That's good. I like that. Jeebus, make me laugh more. I mean, this feels so good that it's like, I don't want it to be wrong. Serpent silently descend. Yup. So in the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman as a speckled band. I mean, this is so good, I want it to be right, but I think the nature of the mechanic is that he's never right. So... Also, it doesn't really explain... Is it the deepest depths of India? Okay. Also, yeah, how did he die? We come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. It's a good question. Mm-hmm. That's true. No. Herlock, there's... You had a broken neck, though. Herlock. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I mean, one happened, though. Like we did. There are puncture wounds? Vestiges of the snack bit? Is that what we're going with here, buddy? 'Cause I don't think... How did... Uh-huh. To the box. Maybe not the box? I mean, you did stick a snake in a box. It's true that the box was shaking, so... It's probably because it had a snake in it. Yeah. Everybody remembers what Tom Hanks said one time. There's a snake in my box! And then he read the line correctly. But one time he said there was a snake in his box. That was your signal? You had trained your serpent friend to kill? I don't... Herlock, buddy... Don't... I feel like he's losing the plot a bit. Yeah, but it didn't do a fang sinking. Yeah, but there was no venom. Yeah, but there was no venom. Also, there's no motive. Like, why would she do any of the things? Herlock, I don't... Man, I wanted you to be right the first... Okay. You know, Herlock, it's... Well, you tried. We can clean it up. We can... Hold on, can someone uncuff me so I can do the spinny, dancy, pointy snappies of the deduction game? Cause it would be funny if they make me do the deduction game cuffed. That would... No? Okay. I mean, Ryu has a vested interest in this being the truth because it does get him off for murder, but it's also not the truth. So... Uh-huh. Susato, don't say anything. Don't say anything. She's gonna say something. They're wrong. They're wrong. Yeah, you'll answer both loudly and proudly, but you'll also answer wrongly. Is the yeah. So they don't drink milk? Is the thing? It is. It is only just that's a true fact. You don't. No, you can't. You can't do that. Actually, it's entirely possible that the snake isn't even hers. Like, what if the snake is just a boat snake here to catch the mice, and she had like a kitty cat? That's conceivable. Popular media loves to advance the misconception that feeding a cat cow's milk is a good idea. Incidentally, of note, feeding a cat cow's milk is not a good idea. You should not do that. It's very bad for your cat. The logic, well, snakes have no ears, so they can't hear. So the bell, I love how just, I love this little, just, you know, a sudden realization that, oh, everything I've said has been garbage, hasn't it? So, yeah, you probably can't. That snake charmers are a thing that exist in storybooks, and they, yeah, I see. Take it out on the snakes. Listen, they've gotten very far considering they can only crawl on their belly. She has more. Well, walls. You should try harder. There might have been a... You know... What if we just took a... We take a tiny little pencil eraser to a scant 5% of your whole deduction and change the, meaningful 5% and leave the rest intact. What about that? Could we do that? So, maybe... Yes, that's right. That's what we need to do, and also get these handcuffs off. That's right. That's exactly what we have to do. Deduction game. Yes, of course. Aha! No cuffs! Hey! go! No, don't do that! Don't do that! Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Revised! Course correction. Hold it! Okay, so... about that whole snake thing. His death has nothing to do with me. Yeah, that's the true thing that she said. But... might not actually be the case. She does have a pained expression on her face, but she's also grabbing her hand and painfully, obviously, looking at her palm. So, she looks as though her hand hurts. With some other way to interpret her expression. Let's really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. What else is causing her pain? I mean, oh, you mean the claw scratch? Like the patently obvious, painfully visible scratch of claws on her. I mean, Ghosty, she is grabbing her hand in moments of stress. And I'm just gonna...
Yes!
You have a kitty cat in your suitcase. Did you get that scratch sometime last night? I mean, yeah, maybe. Possibly. Now, granted, your name is Pavlova, which probably means that you should have a dog. Like, just because this is Ace Attorney, and everyone's name is a pun. You really should have a dog. So... maybe she has a dog. Pain is worse. Sure. Does it though? It's the friend with which you boarded the vessel. I mean, maybe. Telltale glance. Now, if you look over here, there is a snake over here, but there's also a burly McRussian muscles. So, I don't know about that. Yeah, snakes don't have claws. So... they also don't have hands or feet. So again, no claws. They're like a very simple contract. No claws. Should follow her gaze. She's like Toucan Sam, sort of. Follow her gaze. I mean, there's a photograph frame, a teapot. Oh, wait. Guys. Game, there's a picture of her holding the cat she has in her suitcase as part of her...
Yes!
Don't be distracted by the print. It's the... No. Ryu. No, not the frame. The picture. The picture of the cat. The picture of the... I fucked up. And it's like I presented the wrong thing to the judge and my ship blows up. There's a picture of a cat, though. Same friend is probably responsible for the scratch on the back of her hand, so we know them. Which means it's the cat in the picture. Which... Scout around again in the direction she looked. Hold on. So... No, it's not the photograph frame. It's not... Are you holding a cat? Are you hiding a cat? It can't be you, can it? I mean, she did look right at him. But... There isn't anything I'm missing. There isn't anything hiding behind my webcam box. There's no way... No, it's not going to be like the picture of the cat. Because anything here is just the photograph frame. So... I mean, none of these make sense anymore. Unless there's a cat in the teapot. Is there a cat in the teapot? Did you shove a cat? No, the teapot would have been very heavy. And you definitely looked over this way. So your other friend has got to be... Burly McRussian muscles.
Yes!
No? Oh. Okay, so it's not... No. It was bad. I was wanting you to hear it. Okay, fine, I fucked up again. It's gotta be the teapot cat. Why did you put a teapot in your... Why did you put a cat in your teapot? Like, we can't up down the camera. There's no cat over here. There's no... Alright. Well, by process of elimination and up-fuckery...
Yes!
Have a teapot? What the... Then a shiny teapot. There's no cat in the teapot. Okay. What in the actual fuck, game? Same friend is probably responsible for the scratch on the back of her hand. We know the friend must be small enough to pass through the alien and narrow it down. So it's gotta be... Y'all, am I missing something? There's the serpent, which is the thing we're trying to replace. There's... Is there a way to investigate the frame? I can present it. I already tried presenting it. If I hit A instead of... So the game doesn't have a button prompt on screen saying that you can examine a thing. You just have to remember that you can examine a thing. Parlor Ghost says she's glad to see this is still an Ace Attorney game, and, well... wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game without some indefensible, infuriating bullshit. And look, we found the indefensible, infuriating bullshit. And also a kitty cat. Look at the kitty cat. This is such a kitty. Look at the kitty. Oh, this is a good kitty. And also the chick's hot, whatever. But yeah, kitty. It's a kitty. Look at that kitty cat. Look at that kitty cat. Look at that little kitten.
Yes!
It's a little kitten. Look at the kitty cat. You brought a kitty. Into frame. What is clear is that it's the most adorable kitty. Oh, you brought a kitty and the kitty did a murder and the kitty's name is Darka. Oh, oh, she's an adorable kitty. Her name is Darka. She is a kitty. She's soft and she's black and she's pretty. A speckled band. Specimen's markings do not fit the description, but what about its color? Huh? What about the cat's collar? Huh? 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 What explanation can we then give? Uh-oh. You probably do. I don't think that's it. No. No. She definitely did. Yeah, if she just left it in her pocket, she would have gotten away with murder. Oh. Just what is that? Well, what about, what do we have here? What's this? Buddy, friend lady, what's this thing you have here? Hold on. What's this thing all tucked into your thing? Seems to be soft and fluffy. Along a piece of cloth. And it's got a handle. It's a cat toy. It's a cat toy. She's got a cat toy. Oh, she loves her kitty and also did a murder, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And they go fucking nuts. They go fucking nuts. Nora does it with her own tail. She'll just spin around in circles trying to catch her tail. It is adorable. It's so fucking adorable. Anyway, you did a murder with it somehow.
Yes!
Oh. The true nature of the infamous speckled band. A kitty toy. Aww. The victim couldn't fail to notice it, and then you sicked a murder kitty on him. Wait. You sicked a murder kitty on him? I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Good job, Herlock Sholmes. Are you telling me? I think the game is about to tell me that the hole in the wall the size of a dude through which anyone could have crawled is a complete red herring. And actually, the fact that the bolt came unbolted when the boat couldn't boat allowed anyone on the boat, including Baron von Russian Muscles, or whatever I said his name is, Burly Mick Russian Muscles, that guy. It allowed him to just get in there and do a murder. But, well, we'll see. Photograph of Miss Pavlova and the kitty cat. Look at the kitty! Also, there's a tiara involved. The game has gone out of its way to note that there's a tiara involved. She bolted through the... Oh. She had gone through the ventilator. This is a nasty kitty. She's a naughty kitty. She's a precious, adorable kitty. Okay, so we definitely didn't die by snake bite on account of not being able to die by snake bite. So, oh, by the way, there was a murder. You know, that matters much less than the kitty, obviously. According to the data, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. That's true. He had a broken neck. I can prove it right here. Not so sure about that one, bud. No, it's not. I mean, that's true, but the venom part's not true, is the thing. Yeah. He wasn't poisoned, you fucking dumbass. Hey, about that whole poison thing, no.
Yes!
I knew it was one of those. His neck was snapping. It's true. I mean, he's burly. You don't know that he's not an immortal freak. Yeah, the jury is out. Reasonably imagine there were... Okay. No. Yup. As of yet, there's been no weapon. Presumably. We can't rule it out, but... Could have been. Oh my god, did he chase after the cat toy? Like a cat? That's, Well, maybe Burly McRussian Muscles gave him a pile driver. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened? Well... an examination of the... No. The whistling? Maybe this photograph will prove something? That, So these are the newspapers about the dude. This is the... I mean, that bell does kind of match... It does match the bell on the kitty's collar, so... Also, we haven't had to use it for anything. I mean, I have 4 conceivable possibilities. Kazuma's diary, the crime scene photograph, the mark on the floor, and the ship's log. Problem is, I only have 3 chances, so... Fuck.
Yes!
Nope. Oh, wrong. I only had 2 chances. Because I fucked up 3 times. I mean, save scumming is, Hey, what happens if I run out of chances? Do I get a game over and Herlock Sholmes takes me off to prison? Where he fell badly and it happened by accident. There was something we found in his cabin. Oh. Okay. So this is Susato telling me it's the mark on the floor. Okay. Thank you, Susato, for telling me that it's the mark on the floor. That was one of my choices. Was one of the things I considered.
Yes!
Hopefully we get the rest of these because I'm out of chances. Is it now? How do we know that exactly? You have a little analysis device, do you? Ah. That's true. I mean, from the fact that half of the kitty cat's collar is there, it would seem to indicate that Kazuma kicked this cat, which would mean that Kazuma is a terrible person and deserved to die. He tripped over the cat. He tripped over the cat, and it was an accident. There was no murder. But who wrote wardrobe, though? Okay, so there was some murder. Uh-oh. Did he trip over your cat? Did he trip over your cat and die? I don't think I've ever done an Ace Attorney case where a person got murdered except they didn't actually get murdered. There was always like a murder. So, there is evidence. Did you know? Your involuntary glance. No, don't think so. Probably not. She probably hucked it in the trash can. Some true. Somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes. Yeah. Well, the answer must be here somewhere. somewhere in the trash can. Or there isn't even anything else that it could be, actually. You hid the evidence in the tiara. No, that doesn't make sense. It's the trash can.
Yes!
Hey! It's not the trash can. Oh my god, if we have to... Uh-oh. Well, I just ran out of thingies. And my deduction has failed. Okay. Well, apparently you just get a start over point. So let's retry from course correction. I'm gonna be very annoyed if you have to examine the trash can before presenting the trash can. All right, game, are you gonna make me examine the trash can before I... Mm-hmm. You know, I examined this during the examine stage. I examined this during the examine stage, and the game told me there was nothing there. And then, I, the player, correctly deduced that this was the place she would have thrown the thing away, because I remembered that it was here earlier. And now, the game has punished me for looking at the waste paper basket at the wrong time and correctly deducing that the waste paper basket is where she would have thrown something away at the wrong time. This is an example of the player getting to the right solution, but not jumping through the hoops the game wanted them to, and being punished for it. Which, in classic Ace Attorney fashion, is indefensible bullshit. It's a broken piece of glass that exactly matches the thing we saw in the picture. Yeah, you have. Perhaps it's more. Can we present the waste paper basket now? Please.
Yes!
Literally got a game over because I didn't do that in the order the game wanted. You can fancy up the graphics and introduce all the fun new mechanics you want, but you're still an Ace Attorney game, aren't you? You Ace Attorney game. And it has a familiar air, almost as if it matches the thing we saw in the thing. Almost as if it also matches the thing we saw on the cat collar in the photo of the kitty cat. So, that's a good question. That's a good question. Also, how did you retrieve it? But, Jeebus, I don't mean to say that the game itself is terrible because it contains indefensible, infuriating bullshit, but... it's hitting a familiar button. I don't like the button. As long as there are no Pearls Fey. As long as there are no Pearls Fey to be seen, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and I can get along swimmingly. It's just that every once in a while the game's gonna do some indefensible, infuriating bullshit. And I'm gonna be here pointing out that it's indefensible, infuriating bullshit. Because we have conclusive evidence. Yes, we do. We have a picture of a kitty cat wearing that belt on its collar. Yes, you totally put me on the spot here, Herlock, but fortunately I'm smart. The evidence linking Pavlova with the bell would be, let me make sure I'm correct about this, yup.
Yes!
Look at this photograph. It's got a tiny little kitty cat. Look at the little kitty. Oh, your kitty accidentally killed a man. And then someone tried to cover up his murder. And or he randomly wrote the word wardrobe in Russian, which... He tripped over a kitty cat. That's, He tripped over a kitty cat. Oh, no. Now, granted, you're not going to jail because of your kitty cat. It's a terrible accident. And you may be civilly liable, but I don't think that's how post-imperial Japan did lawsuits in where this game takes place. So you're probably fine unless you covered up the death accidentally, which you probably intentionally did. Uh-oh. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. And if you want to catch the streams live, go to twitch.tv/the_Goog. The stream schedule's on screen now.